Right, so we're going to do a little review of our European trip. We're back now, back home. Oh yeah, so we are. We've done the washing. All the clothes have been washed. We've got a pile of things to go back in the van, towels and things. I've just washed the van. I've done my back in, I think, but it was absolutely filthy, the van. The little update on the damage that we had to the van, first of all, it's repairable. Well, I suppose you'd be surprised if it wasn't. But what I have got on my insurance policy is a £550 excess on damage. So obviously damage as opposed to having an accident is different. So I have to pay the first £550. I had a quote for it now, and that was £900. So I put it in the hands of the insurers, and they're going to arrange someone to contact me to arrange repair, and we get courtesy car and all that sort of thing apparently. So we'll see how that goes. But what we wanted to do in this video was we wanted to review the holiday. This has been spurred on by a few people asking, how much did that cost? How much did the ferry cost? Or how much was the campsite? So what did you pay for the dogs? And so Jenny's very cleverly made up another database and put in all the costs. So we've got an absolute down to the millimetre,
down to the cent, euros,
down to the nearest euro cent, how much it all costs. So we'll go through that. I think the way we're going to do this is we'll go through the sites that we went to, and we'll give you an idea what we thought of each site. Well, I don't know if you remember our review right at the beginning of this, and we outlined where we're going to go. The first site we went to was Ashwell.
Yeah. So
we drove 200 miles down the motorway back into Hertfordshire, and we went to Ashwell. So how much did that cost?
It was £66.30 for 3 nights.
3 nights. We stayed for 3 nights because we were visiting friends, didn't we?
Yeah, and we had a nice walk around the village, and we had a meal there.
Yeah.
Went to St Albans, met some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it always liked the Ashwell site.
Yeah.
It's lovely, lovely.
It's a caravan and motorhome club site.
Yeah.
It is a very small site, and it's very quiet. So it's a nice start to the site.
Holiday.
Oh no, what did I say?
Start
to the site. Yeah. Start to the tour.
Yeah.
And there are no additional costs with caravan and motorhome club sites.
No,
I mean, that's one of the things I've noticed with the European sites is there always seems to be extras. You book it in advance, and then you pay extra for the dogs, you pay for tourist tax, did you use the washing machine?
Did you have a shower?
Did you have a shower? Yeah, so all the additional ones. So that soon adds up.
Yeah, yeah. At least,
okay.
Yeah, with the CMC you know what you've paid it, and that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next one was the Black Horse Farm, isn't it? We just stayed overnight there on the pitch they put you on when you're going on the tunnel or the ferry. So how much was that?
That was only £21.30.
Yeah. So
that was, we had to pay that a month in advance, didn't we?
Yeah.
Unlike Ashwell, we were paid when we got there.
Yeah.
You have to secure your ferry pitch by paying in advance. So we did. Turned up, she told us what pitch to go on. We had it was nice, peaceful, really. There's a road fairly nearby, but it didn't bother us.
Yeah, Glyn got the road pitch, didn't
Glyn
they?
was right by the road, so they didn't have a brilliant night, but we were further back.
Yeah.
Just opposite the toilet block, so that was handy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I like that site.
Yeah. Okay. And then we went on the tunnel.
Yeah.
So the first site we arrived at was, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, it's Camping de Vivier au Carpe, which is, as I translated it, is camping with a fish pond, isn't it?
Yeah,
And that was...
That was, we paid £39.10 in advance for 2 nights.
Yeah.
But then when we got there were additional charges. There was the tourist tax, which I think was about £10 worth.
Yeah, so
it's awkward because, they say, oh, that's so much. But we had to pay for the dogs as well, didn't we?
Yeah, how much are the dogs?
The dogs on that particular site were...
Find your right bit of paper.
Yeah, I've got it here somewhere. Yeah. Dogs for that site were £5.32.
Right.
Obviously, we paid in euros, and I've done a conversion.
We converted it back to pounds.
as today's rate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what did we think of that site then?
Well, I liked it. It was really quiet. It was very peaceful, and it was in a very rural area, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's still in northern France, so you know a lot of places are accessible from there, particularly the Somme. If you're going to the Somme battlefields,
we wish we'd had longer, didn't we? Because we wanted to go to Amiens and places like that. But we were tired, I think, from travelling down. So the day we had there, we just sort of walked around locally, didn't we? Visited a local cemetery, walked down to the river, and just chilled. Yeah. I managed to get bitten, didn't we?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, you got mosquito bite, didn't you? I suppose that's the trouble with being by water, isn't it?
We should have moved about, really.
Yeah. So it was a nice site. I would go back there.
I would go back there.
Definitely go back there. Yeah. Perhaps still in outer season, I think. In season, perhaps it would be a different story. And that's the same for a lot of the sites, isn't it?
Yeah. There were a lot of people from the UK at that site as well, weren't there? I think some of them even have a seasonal pitch there. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah. So next site?
The next site was, and we've been told we're pronouncing this wrong, weren't we? Camping La
Braboy.
We kept saying Brabos, but it's Braboy. Yeah. We drove, but we didn't go on any tolls, did we?
No, we avoided tolls in France.
We went across
Piage.
the national roads, and it was near Nancy. Yeah. And it was a very hot day, wasn't it? It was something like 31 degrees. Yeah. And how much did that cost us? It was 34.22. So I think it was the cheapest of the European, the ones in the European.
I think the French sites tend to be cheaper. I mean, notices of the Luxembourg and then German sites, I think, were more expensive, weren't they? Yeah. Are there additional costs on that?
There were. I think it was just for the
tourist
dogs
tax.
again.
Dogs again, yeah.
£8.86 for the dogs there. It was more expensive. Yeah. And also, I think we had to pay the tourist tax there of £7.98.
Right. Okay.
And we bought some wine, which I haven't.
You don't factor it in.
Didn't we buy some wine off her?
Well, I think while we're doing this review, it's obviously there are other costs that we had. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's been possible. I mean, we bought some bread, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it was impossible.
Yeah, groceries
How much was
and
that?
things.
And, tried to sort of, keep it fairly simple. Yeah. Yeah, so what do we think of that site?
Camping Braboy. Not my favourite.
No.
I mean, it's near a big city, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was in the university area, so I suppose it's not too bad, but it's not my favourite. It's you could hear the city in the background, couldn't you?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. And the toilet block was not wonderful, was it?
It wasn't terrible.
Oh no, it was. I think out of all of them,
it was the least.
It was the least one I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on quickly. Then we went to Luxembourg. Nommelayen. Now that is an amazing site. I imagine in summer, in high seasons, it's probably like Butlins on steroids, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. It would be very popular with families. Lots of entertainment in the summer for children, adults. Swimming pools, weren't there, indoor and outdoor?
Yeah, table tennis and bouncy castles and shoot kids through hoops and things.
It was a really massive site.
Yeah. Someone's alarm's going off. Keep going.
So they put us, didn't they, in an area where we were almost completely on our own.
Yeah,
weren't we?
It was just we were surrounded by about nine empty pitches either side, weren't we?
Yeah.
It was bizarre, really.
Yeah.
I think we'd gone on the camping car pitches. They were quite narrow pitches, but it was so peaceful.
Yeah.
It was like lovely. It's the complete opposite of what you would expect at a site like that. It was really, really peaceful. Yeah. So I'd go back there if it was out of season.
Yeah, but out of season. So we stayed 2 nights, didn't we? We paid £45.64 for the pitch. Yeah. Then we had to pay the tourist tax, which was a bit less because this was Luxembourg. Yeah. It was £6.20. Right. But we also spent money in the laundry, didn't we?
Yeah, they give you cards for barrier entry, but they also work the washing machines as well. So I think we spent €10, was it?
Yeah, €10 in the laundry. It was equivalent of £8.86, but it's €10. Yeah. And then they topped up the card, didn't they? For us to use the shower. Yeah. But I think that he didn't collect any more money then, did he? Because he didn't. When we said how much for the dogs, he said, don't need to. They're free. So
no, I don't know what happened there. Then.
No, so we didn't pay for the dogs there. Maybe
we
we'd
were going
overpaid,
to,
in advance or something. I don't know. But anyway, so there was a way to pay for the laundry, and then you had to go back in, didn't you, on the last day and get a bill and clear.
It took ages to check out, didn't it? That was a bizarre thing.
Yeah, I should imagine if it's very busy.
Yeah. The other thing about that site is the access to it is through a really sort of twisty road. It's a fantastic road. Motorbikers absolutely love it. But I imagine a load of motorhomes and caravans going up and down there in high season. It's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah. I wouldn't go there July and August unless I was really going to go one day and stay for a while.
You're staying for a couple of weeks maybe, You probably need 2 weeks to get over the drive.
Yeah.
But no, a good site. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good. Then we had an eventful journey, didn't we, to go to Germany? Yeah. Because the main motorway into Luxembourg was closed.
So we obviously, stupidly really, we didn't check any traffic reports or anything. No. So we just set off and then headed up into one of the biggest jams I think I've ever been in Europe.
Yeah, it was bad.
And it was awful, and it took us hours and hours to get out of it.
Because you kept saying to me, well, where are we aiming for in Luxembourg? And because I didn't know any other big town in Luxembourg apart from Luxembourg. No. And that was the way that was blocked. Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I think we realised is when you're driving in Britain, we have a reasonable grasp of the geography. You know, we know if we turn left, you know, we go towards the east coast. If we turn right, we go towards the west coast. When you're in Europe, sometimes it's difficult to sort of position where things are.
Yeah. Well, that was the country I had the most trouble with. I mean, I fairly know where things are in Belgium, reasonably in France, so in Germany, but Luxembourg, apart from the city, I don't know.
Well, Luxembourg's a strange place, isn't it? It's a big city, and there's quite a lot of countryside. You tend to think that Luxembourg is just the city, don't you? And it's not. It's not. It's a lovely country.
It is.
There's some really nice scenery.
We'll go back there to have a bit longer.
But anyway.
So then we left there, didn't we? And that was our eventful journey, where suddenly we found we were on a ferry. Because to get out of Luxembourg, we went north, didn't we?
Yeah, we went alongside the Rhine, didn't we, for quite a while?
No, it wasn't the Rhine.
No?
I don't know what the name of the river was. Right. Definitely wasn't the Rhine.
Okay.
One side was Germany, one side was Luxembourg. Yeah. And then because we didn't know where we were, I thought we needed to go to Trier. So I forgot to switch the sat-nav off before we actually got into Trier.
So we ended up in Trier.
Which was fine because we managed to get out and we managed to carry on, but we probably lost about half an hour.
Should have stopped for lunch really, shouldn't we?
Well,
But we were so sort of late getting there, weren't we?
Yeah.
So the German site, Rudesham, Rhine.
Well, that was a bit of a shock after the Luxembourg site because it was incredibly busy.
It was really busy, it took us by surprise. We were sort of thinking we're out of season and these sites would be empty. Yeah. It was packed. Yeah. Absolutely packed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I stupidly said we'll go on grass, so they put us right at the back of the site. So it was a long walk to get anywhere.
To get out of the site or to get to the shower block.
To the toilet shower block. So the shower blocks were near the entrance, so it was like a 10-minute walk to get to the showers, wasn't it?
I know.
But the town itself was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and when we went to that bar, didn't we? We had a wet day, didn't we, on the Sunday, but we went and had too much wine in a
people were saying why didn't we go in the cable car, and I think it was closed. I think it
was Sunday, wasn't it?
Sunday
when we
as
were
well.
there,
a lot of places
were
closed.
The shops were closed. It was just really the bars and a few restaurants.
So how much did it cost?
It cost $56.36 there for 2 nights. So it wasn't the most expensive, but it's getting there.
The price was going up, wasn't it?
But the only additional cost was for the dogs.
Yeah.
And that was €6, which £5.32.
Well, that's not too bad. But
we went to that little woman, didn't we?
The woman in a little box, wasn't there?
Yeah.
By the entrance.
And she just gave us a bill that just said €6 on it.
Yeah.
So that was that.
Will we go back there?
Possibly. I'm not really. I mean, the town was very nice.
Town was lovely. I'd like to visit the area.
Yeah. Perhaps not that. I don't know. It was just so, you felt all packed in until you went in the shower block where you know, it was big and...
Well, the showers were fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, So perhaps just a little bit different compared with the site we just left. It was too much of a contrast.
It was a real contrast with the first site anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. So then we left there, didn't we? And headed for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And that's where everything was going fine until we actually got to Valkenburg.
Yeah.
And the sat nav told us the site was in someone's house.
Yeah, like number 53, the High Street.
Yeah.
so this can't be right.
That was a bit of a challenge to actually find it. And then when we did find it, you had to go round a roundabout, didn't you, to go up this really steep hill?
Yeah, there's a really steep entrance onto the hill. I don't know if I'll perhaps show you a clip of that, but it was quite hair-raising going up there. But the site itself?
Quite nice again. We were on the...
camping car?
No, we weren't on the camping car.
We were on a comfort pitch, they called it.
Comfort pitch, yeah. This first one, apart from Luxembourg, I think we would had our own water and waste pipe, wasn't it?
Yeah, the waste was on the pitch itself.
On the pitch, yeah. So that was nice. Plus a hammock, wasn't it?
Oh, a hammock, yeah. Don't forget the hammock.
So that was...
Which I used once. That was enough.
Yeah, well maybe if you went there in the summer. That was the most expensive. It was 63.64 for 2 nights. Yeah. And on top of that, we had to pay about £10 for the dogs. Yeah. And then there was this thing about the shower, wasn't there? 4 showers for €5 or something. Yeah. So and then there wasn't any tourist tax because now we're in the Netherlands, so there wasn't that. So no, it was. Yeah. It was nice. It was different.
Yeah. Okay. And after that we went to...
Well, we went for Antwerp, didn't we?
We saw our friend Annie Mee in Antwerp.
On the way. That's the second Wednesday. Yeah. Then we had the problem with the van.
Yeah, the motorway coming out of Antwerp.
On the way to Ypres.
Yeah.
And then we got to Ypres about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Had fun and games with that automatic check-in again.
Oh, it's got us twice now, that automatic check-in at Ypres. It's bizarre, really. I was sure we did everything right, but it just decided to keep our card again, didn't it? With
the barrier card.
The barrier
not
card.
Our own card, but the barrier card it kept, and it did that to us last time.
Yeah.
But luckily the reception...
It hates me.
But I mean, it was all going smoothly. When we'd gone through the on-screen thing, we'd paid, we got a receipt, we got the card, the barrier card. Yeah. Then when it comes to obviously registering that barrier card, the same thing happened last time. Yeah. Not activated, wasn't it? Yeah. Contact reception, and you think, well,
reception are closed.
The reason I'm in here doing the automatic is because there's no one in reception. But
fortunately she turned up just at that minute.
So she had a queue, didn't she, of people with similar problems.
Yeah.
So
how much?
That was £78.71.
But we were there 4 nights.
We were there for 4 nights. Yeah.
So it's the cheapest one, wasn't it? Effectively.
Yeah.
Yes. So no, it's good. It's really well located because you can walk down into the town. Yeah. The showers are a bit iffy.
Really, I didn't.
You didn't use them, did you?
No, I used the van because on there we also had our own water, didn't we? Had our own drainage. Yeah. So I used the one in the van. Yeah. There's only 3 showers and they're okay, but just fancied using.
Well, I didn't like the mould on the ceiling. That put me off.
Well, yeah, probably. I think you telling me that will convince me that I think I'll have a shower.
Did I tell you? Not tell you that?
You did tell me that. You did tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that was our last site there, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then obviously
there was no tourist tax or anything.
No, there was nothing. I think there was something. €4 of that was for that barrier card. Wasn't
you take a deposit on the barrier card, so you give it back, don't you?
Yeah.
To get your €4 back.
Yeah, I think there was a charge for the dogs, but it got complicated because of that receipt we got. Just saying it was in euros and I've converted it to pounds.
All right. So then we came back over the tunnel.
Yeah.
Through the pet passport control, and we had a horrendous journey when we got back. The M20 was a nightmare. It was the worst
journey we had.
I think it's the worst journey I've had in many years.
Yeah.
The M20 is just permanent roadworks, isn't it? They're doing all the smart motorway things. So it's 50 mile an hour, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Then you're on the M25, which is stop, start. And various roads were closed. We went up the A1, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, it was. It was quite a nice ride up there.
Yeah, and then we're back at Graff and Water.
Yeah, Graff and Water for 2 nights, and that was £39.45.
Right. Yeah, and we like Graff and Water.
Yeah.
I think we'd definitely go back there.
Yeah.
It was a bit. I think I said to one of our subscribers, a bit like going home. It's all the familiar toilets, and after seeing all sorts of different colours and standards of toilets and everything, it was it was like coming home. So, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So the total we spent on site fees was £444.72.
Wow. Right. Okay.
Wow.
Well, yeah. So when I got back, I looked at the trip meter on the van, and it said that I'd done 1,771 miles, but I'd reset it when we were at Biggleswade, so I had to add 200 miles to that. So it's 1,971 miles we did in total. An average of 27.9 miles per gallon, which I think is pretty good.
That was pretty good, yeah.
But a lot of it was at 50 miles an hour on Belgian motorways.
And back and sitting on the M20.
And sitting on the M20 at 50 miles an hour, so probably why. And it was 47 hours of driving.
Yeah. It was, I'd worked out it was about 30 hours of driving, but I didn't include...
You didn't include Luxembourg, did you?
No, I didn't include the detour in Luxembourg, and also I didn't include us getting to Ashwell and the time we spent trying to get from the tunnel to Graff and Water.
Right, okay. So we got the other costs there, haven't we? So
yeah. Well, I've sort of tried to break it down, just out of interest, really. What do we spend money on? Yeah. So we spent £59.86 on the dogs.
Well, so that includes things like pet passports.
That includes the pet passports
at
the vets in Ypres. That was £29.72.
Yeah.
The rest of it was these additional, per night fees for them.
Yeah.
The ferries and tunnels, £254.46.
Yeah.
£122 each way on the Eurotunnel.
Yeah.
And £10.46 on the little ferry we didn't expect to go on.
Yeah, the unexpected ferry.
Over the Rhine.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuel, I've started it from when we got to Biggleswade to fill up ready to go.
Because we had a bit of a tank by the time we got there, so...
Yeah, so the total for that was £366.50.
Yeah, okay. And that's going up. Well, that's the other thing I noticed is the price is going up in Europe and here as well. Yeah,
the best place for it was obviously Luxembourg, where it was only 1.1 euros per litre. Yeah. So that was the best. Yeah. Groceries, we went shopping in Lidl a lot because we got to recognise things. Plus we bought some Belgian beer, which I put under that. That was £143.53. Right. I'm surprised actually how little we spent in some of the shops. I mean, that on the last day, £19 is all we spent in Lidl.
Contrast that to eating out shortly. So.
Yeah. Okay. Laundry, I did 2 lots of laundry. One at Black Horse Farm, which was £6. Yeah. Because that was for the washer and the dryer. Yeah. And Nomalayan. Yeah. In Luxembourg, £8.86. Yeah. Meals out. Yeah. Right. Total of £288.86 spent on meals out, which isn't bad over 2 weeks. No, I
suppose not.
That includes meals in Ashwell, St Albans, wine at the Grand Tafelhaus. Oh yeah. Rindesheim.
Rindesheim.
The Vulcanberg,
the Vulcan Cafe.
The Vulcan Cafe, the Maria van Boel.
The one in Bruges.
The most expensive was the Colo.
The one in Ypres.
Yeah, the one in Ypres, which was £79.72. Yeah. Now, we did have 2 rounds of beer, didn't we?
The beer is really expensive. If you drink wine, it's not so bad, but if you drink beer in Belgium, I think they've got a markup on it. So and I found that really expensive. I bought some Belgian beer when we were in Bruges, and that was £43 for about, how many bottles was it?
It was, that was about 12 bottles, wasn't it? Yeah, so that's... when it seemed a lot in euros because it was 130 odd altogether, but then when I worked out our share of everything, I suppose it's not bad. £60 one meal, £80 another.
No, I suppose not.
Considering we had quite a nice meal and drinks.
Others?
Then we came back. We had fish and chips, and we had a meal in a pub near Grafton Water. So that was that. Other is we were paid to get into the castle. We bought some chocolates, and you bought some socks.
Yeah, and some underpants.
Well, that cost us $47.38.
Yeah, I ran out of underpants.
Yeah, I don't need to know that.
Did they not? Okay.
And there was additional showers at the Netherlands site fees, which I've already covered.
Yeah.
The dark crossing, twice £5.
Yeah.
And the tourist tax, £24.82.
Yeah.
So the total that we spent, drum roll,
yeah,
is £1,657.08.
Wow, there you go.
I don't know what that is per day, per hour, or whatever.
I suppose it's not bad for a 2-week holiday abroad, is it?
No.
No.
So then before we went, we bought €530.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've recorded various things we paid for actually in euros, not using cards or anything else.
In cash.
Yeah, like your socks.
Yeah.
Well, that was about €506 we spent. Okay.
Yeah.
Which equates to £449.02.
Yeah.
We have €24 remaining in the purse.
Yeah.
So that's about right.
Right. Okay.
For the euros. So then just as an exercise, because I worked out how we paid for things.
Yeah.
We got a Clarity card, didn't we?
Yeah, Halifax Clarity card. It's there's no
transaction fees.
No transaction fees for spending abroad, so that was quite nice.
So they gave us a limit of £500, didn't they? So we used it mainly at garages. We used it to pay the site in Ypres, get in the castle, buy the Belgian beer, buy some fuel in Zonnebeek.
Yeah.
And
that was an automated petrol station there, and I pulled up, got the pump out, and wait. You know, like you do, you wait for the thing to start, and I'm standing there, and nothing's happening. And I thought, no one's coming, no one's got to switch this on. I put it back, and I wandered around trying to find an attendant. There was no attendant there. Anyway, this kind Belgian guy took pity on me. He said, automatic. It's an automatic one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we didn't spend. We were 200 short of our limit.
Yeah.
So we spent that on that. The euros have already covered.
Yeah.
We've spent some pounds when we got back, and in the laundry at Blackhouse.
Rumble's Fish Bar in Brampton. Highly recommend it, actually.
Yeah. And then the Santander card we used to pay the site fees before we left, and the Eurotunnel, etc.
Yeah.
So $669.
Yeah.
And we used the utility warehouse card to buy fuel before we left, and pay for the dark crossing, and pay Blackhouse Farm.
Yeah.
So that again agrees with a grand total of 1657.08.
So it balances.
It balances, yeah. So now how we paid for it, and what we paid for.
Yeah. So if anyone's got any questions on how much anything costs, it's all down here.
All down here, yeah. To the cent or to the penny.
Yeah. Okay. So did everything go to plan?
More or less, didn't it? I mean, I was trying to think, was there anything that we got in a panic about? Really? I mean, I suppose sometimes the route, because roads closed on us.
I think those sat nav is getting a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah. She doesn't know if there's a road closure or an accident. She doesn't know.
No, it still tries to get you back to where you were, sort of thing. If you take a diversion, so and when you don't know where you are, that gets a little bit wearing.
Yeah. So if anything, I'd like a sat nav that could detect
traffic reports.
It's got traffic reports. But apart from the little hiccup with the one that was up on a hill.
Falkenberg.
Yeah, she did very well at getting us to all the other sides.
Yeah, no, it got us there.
We didn't use, especially when we were using non-toll roads. I mean, it'd been easier if we'd gone down the A26 when we first started. It was a straightforward route, but she managed to get us all the way there, got us to the site. So I think, but apart from the little teething problem when she got back, when she said the route was more than.
I don't know what that was about. More than 150 kilometres. More than 150 kilometres.
Got the right state.
Yeah.
She did very well.
Yeah.
She needs a bit more memory.
A bit of an old girl, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. No, she did all right. So I can't think of anything where. I mean, obviously we didn't plan to have the damage on the van, so that was not nice.
No.
but everything else.
We haven't factored that cost in this holiday, but I suppose you can't really. I mean,
no.
I've driven that motorhome now 38,500 miles. So I suppose that amount of mileage, you know, you're going to suffer some sort of damage at some stage.
Yeah, and it could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
it really could
frightened
have
me
been
to death. Absolutely frightened me to death.
Well, it did me because it sounded like somebody was scraping all underneath.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Yeah.
And it could have damaged the water tank, the fuel tank, the tyres.
Yeah.
So you know we were lucky.
So but you know, happy to be here.
Yeah.
Final bit. If we can do all this in one take, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's probably not recorded anyway.
Probably discovered it's cut my head off, or there's no sound on it.
There's no sound. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next year.
We don't know about next year, do we? Because we don't know what's happening about the pet passports.
No, we're a bit worried about the pet passports. If we have a, you know, what do they call it, a hard Brexit or crash out.
A no deal.
Then we're back to the old system where you have to wait months before your rabies thing comes clear, and you know then we won't know till March what we're doing. March leads on to sort of July. Do you book sites in July for September?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to give Europe a miss next year. Really just to let the dust clear and see where we stand when we get back there. So I think the UK is going to be really, really busy next year.
Yeah, so we're going to, at the moment we've got a Wales trip planned, and we've got another trip to the Outer Hebrides to Ypres planned in June, and then we're thinking we'll maybe do a tour to Yorkshire, Peak District, places we haven't been, sites we haven't been to.
For a while,
Because there are sites I always look at and I think, we've never been there, I'd like to go there.
No, Bridlington is one, isn't it?
Is one, yes.
That's especially for Colin, that one.
Very nice.
It does
big
look nice.
Site, we'll perhaps plan to go there because we'll have the shows and everything next year.
Yeah, so it'd be plenty to keep us occupied if we're not in Europe. So, anything else you want to add?
I think now we're getting ready, aren't we, for Summer's Wood and the NEC show? NEC's coming up. Been looking at the Practical Motorhome magazine, and I think I'll do a little thing just before the show at the things we want to look at. I think the first day we're going to look at the things we want to look at, you know, the vans we fancy if we were in the market. And we'll have a look at those, and then we'll do requests for looking at specific things once we get an idea of where things are. And because that first day it's also it
was a bit overwhelming. I've got a press pass as well, so that should be interesting. I don't know how that works. So I've got to go.
No, but you've got to go and do that.
I've got to go and pick it up Tuesday morning, haven't I? So
so Tuesday morning we probably won't get a lot of filming done until you've sorted all that out. Probably Wednesday when we're going really early. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Tara's still here.
You're still here. Tara's still with us. Well, I can turn it round, aren't you?
You go home, don't you, tomorrow?
Yeah. She's been washed and returning to the owner.
Yeah. And a bath, didn't you?
And a bath. You coming up? You going to say hello to the camera? Oh, see if we can get you up.
Little head.
Oh, there we go. Strangling me lead.
Don't know where Poppy is, do we?
No.
Run away.
But it's been fun having this little cute thing with us, isn't it?
Yeah, she's lovely.
She is a lovely little dog.
Yeah.
She says sneezing in my face.
Yeah. So we're going to miss her.
So we're going to miss Tara. We've really enjoyed the holiday. You know, there's been times where I wish that hadn't happened and that sort of thing. But it's all part of the adventure. And that's one of the reasons I always wanted to film these adventures, because sometimes you can't always remember what happened
and what day. No, that's right. Yeah, so it helps us as much as anybody else. Yeah.
So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, hit the notifications icon if you want updates on when we release a new video.
That's it.
And that's it. Well,
the NEC preview, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll catch up with you soon.
Yep.
See you then.